You know, not much really to talk about these days, huh? When it comes to gaming news. When it comes to other shit, that's a whole different story. But there is a little bit of news coming out that honestly I'm thinking is probably going to be pretty big if my guess is correct. So, I don't know where exactly this was found, but I'm pretty sure it was on Twitter, on a Master Chief Collection website or the Halo website, whatever. Essentially what happened is it shows the Master Chief Collection, thing, but it's in a blue background. Ooh, blue background. And I guess the idea is they're hinting at a Halo Master Chief on another platform. Besides Steam, besides Xbox, besides, I believe it's on Windows Store. Me and friends of mine, we kind of have like this, I wouldn't say a pool going on, but we have our little guesses. And some of us think it's going to go to Stadia, which is very interesting considering the news that just came out, like how they just shut down all their first-party studios. And it's like, will they really come to Stadia now, considering they just shut down everything when it comes to their own games? That's debatable. As far as Amazon's streaming service, probably not either. I think that's more, again, what the problem with Stadia is. Like, there's just not enough people on it. Some people are saying Epic Game Store. That's actually kind of my, more likely guess. Because when you think about it, it's not that much different from what they are already doing with Steam Store. So it's just like, hey, just put on the Epic Game Store for like a few people probably only use that platform. Some people think a little more extreme. In an ideal world, if this was, the world I could control, some people are saying stuff like maybe it's going to the Switch. That's debatable. That's kind of debatable. And then some people are saying PlayStation, and I'm like, I could see that if Sony wasn't petty. Like, don't get me wrong, I love PlayStation. I love the Sony brand. I love the PlayStation brand. But man, they are petty motherfuckers, okay? You gotta remember, this was the company that made the PlayStation a console that revolutionized the gaming industry as we know it, purely because Nintendo was like, fuck you guys, we're just gonna take our fucking plans and go to Philips. The little story goes, the CEO then said, well, you know what then? We're just gonna make our freaking own then. Because they already had like a lot of the groundwork basically done, so they were just like, okay, then we're just not gonna have Nintendo on our side. And well, we know what happens with that. So, do I think Master Chief Collection's coming to PlayStation? Probably not. Do I think it's coming to Epic Game Store? I think that's the more likely case here. As far as like Stadia and Amazon, those are also strong possibilities, but I don't really see Microsoft investing into those programs because that is kind of like their direct competition right now with Game Pass, on phones and everything. So it's one of those scenarios where there's a couple of routes they could go down, but honestly, the most simple answer is probably the right one in this scenario. So, yeah, Master Chief Collection might be coming to Epic Game Store. It's whatever. Just shows Microsoft doesn't really care about keeping their games only on their consoles as long as they can make a quick buck somewhere else. And I know some people say, oh, that's pro-consumer and all that. And while yes, it is pro-consumer, it's anti-Xbox. Peace out, guys. Have a good day.